Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy, either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jackson. His throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Jackson going to find his running back here. It's Dobbins. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, but sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points.
DC, ready? Go ahead.
On 2nd down, Jackson targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher, and that's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. They go play action now. Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 13-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep. And he stopped immediately there. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Jackson will throw again. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss and just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on this.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Tucker with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0.
Ravens 7, Rams nothing. Justin Tucker will be kicked off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded right around the 8. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And the drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run once more with Stevenson. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And as a running back, you've got to be saying, where did he come from? He covered a lot of ground in a short amount of time, and he was able to stop his man before he got back to the line of scrimmage.
And the next-gen stats show us the top speed there, better than 18 miles an hour. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. To throw, Huntley. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Here's Huntley. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, but it turned into an easy first down conversion. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. That right there, career catch number 541, and that's significant because it ties him with Hall of Famer Kellen Winslow, who also obviously played the tight end position.
Yeah, and helped revolutionize it when he was in San Diego, but how about what we're seeing right here? You're talking about 541 catches at the tight end position. You're talking about lofty territory, rare air. He has a lot to be proud of in his career.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
7 yards to go.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Jackson from the shotgun. Steps away, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Okay, ready?
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
A very tough run, but for a short gain out near the 32. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on 3rd. Huntley to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Jackson. They'll get this into the hands of Dillon, complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play.
forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Dillon now off the option. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
It's a gain of 6. And it's
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
brings up 2nd and a yard at the 37-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down, Huntley. He'll dump this down to Stevenson. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Okay, break. Rams on lead. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 7 Pirates, 7, trap 50, trap 50. Ready.
On 1st down, Huntley. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Ravens are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing is Jackson. And that's That's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. He'll let this go for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
Justin Tucker, the kickoff.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. A final shot before break. Huntley rolling to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Justin Tucker, the kickoff for Baltimore.
The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Happy Lions! 19.
From the gun on 3rd down, Huntley. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down.
Here we go, here we go. 19 Tiger. 70 Ranger. Cut back team.
Operating from the gun, Huntley. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays
that they have not been doing so far.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He'll get it inside the 20.
Touchdown, LA! That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get this score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Now it's Jackson.
To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done.
A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 3rd down, here's Dillon. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Okay, can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Cougar 19.
It's now 3rd down and 3.
18 Rattle. 18 Rattle.
From the gun on 3rd down, Huntley. And that'll be complete to Stevenson. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
19 right.
On 1st and 10, Huntley. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Get it. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Straight ahead at Stevenson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
18 Pioneer.
Operating from the gun, Huntley. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even
Let's
further.
go now.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Huntley. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Cowboy 80. Hey, check that. Street. Hey.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
From the 5, here's 2nd and 2.
Hawk 70.
Up the middle, here's Stevenson.
And he takes it across for the Rams touchdown.
Ramondre Stevenson, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams get a bit closer. So this back now to a 10-point spread, and you have to imagine they'll line up and go for 2.
Oh, no question about it. If they can get this to an 8-point game, they can make things awfully interesting here in these last few minutes.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And they will get back to within one score as he is into the end zone, and the lead's cut to 8 here in the fourth. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now by word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 67 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. On first and 10, it's Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Aaron Donald able to record his 5th sack of the season. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Call it no gain there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Down, here's Jackson going up top for Kupp. This is caught at the 20. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. This to perhaps salt this one away. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that.
He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
A big play there for L.A. 55 yards. Throwing on first down. Huntley. Looking left sideline. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds. 19 yards on the pickup there. And now they'll have it first and goal. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
It's a quarterback sneak. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
They'll run with Stevenson.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. The play lost control.
They'll try and run. Stevenson.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Touchdown, Rams! From 4 yards out.
And the Rams have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You get a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And he will get into the end zone as a two-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the fourth. Touchdown. Here's Gay to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Offense set at the line for this next drive.
And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins.
And he is going to lose yardage here. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The Rams go nickel here defensively on third. Now Jackson. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
The Ravens send their punter out now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have a Ravens first down on a well-designed play there. That gets him 16 to move the chains. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
This is Dillon on the counter. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
On second down, another run for Dillon. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.